Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic that is on email services. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Dr. Shantanu Ganguly. I am working as Fellow Knowledge Management Division of TEDdy. Now, what is an email? An email service is a company that provides businesses with tools to send bulk emails and implement the email marketing. Email services offer user-friendly features to manage mailing lists, email design, and metrics to monitor your success. Short for electronic mail, email, the word email, you can say that E stands for the electronic mail or email. It is written with a dash or something, is information stored on a computer that is exchanged between two users over telecom. More plainly, email is a message that may contain text files, images, or other attachments sent through a network to a specified individual or a group of individuals. So we need to understand about this email thing because this is very important. Now, why email is very important? It fits any business, whether it is a small business or a large enterprise, any company, any organization use email services to reach different marketing goals, nurturing needs, shares, views, updates, and many things. It's a useful tools for creating emails, right? Reliable emails have user-friendly tools for creating emails. You can use a drag and drop editor, like for example, in Google, you have seen that nowadays they have an improvised version where you can drag a particular file and all, which requires no coding knowledge or an HTML editor for more savvy marketers. Gathers a lot of data. Email provides users with a lot of helpful information about subscribers, reactions and behavior. These are metrics like open rate, click-through rate, bounce rate, and etc. It results in high ROI. Like an email service is a tool for email marketing. It brings the most significant return on investments among other digital marketing approaches. It offers an inexpensive or free trial. Some email services provide their users with a free plan. So there is a time and place to learn and test an email service functions and simplifies the sending emails. Like it is easier to send transaction emails such as registration, validation, order confirmation, password recovery, etc. And a lot of things are there. How to choose an email service for assignment? So one of the important component is pricing the plan. So compare how much email marketing campaigns will cost in different services. Suppose for example, library field, suppose you do an email marketing. Now, if you have to reach out, like for example, when in TEDdy we do a large number of, email services, like for example, reaching out to large cadre of people who are library professionals or digital library professionals all over world. So there is a limitation always there that you can, give it to say 10,000 people, 5,000 people, or 2,500 people. There is a thing. So sometimes you can procure also. So there is that email, additional email thing. And this is very, very important to understand the pricing plan you need to go depending upon the requirement of your organization or the requirement of your own. Domain reputations, like for example, Gmail is a very popular domain. So poor domain reputation will influence your email deliverability with fewer chances to reach out to your customers. User experiences, pay attention to how a particular email service deals with designing the emails. The drag and drop editor facility should be handy and intuitive. Mailing list management, getting your subscribers data in order to be a difficult task. Statistics gathering, like finding out what analytics you can observe after email campaigns you have carried out. And tools for automation, like experienced email marketers. Automation is a must. Automation deals with multiple campaigns, enables you to make use of behavioral data, and helps to create effectively the holiday marketing campaigns, or reaching out to a large number of people, campaigning about a particular event which you are taking place. Like for example, nowadays, because of this COVID and all, we are doing a large number of marketing campaigns to digital platforms for our webinars and all. And then the support teams and how an email service helps you to solve your issues. Long-term relationship, it plays a crucial role. Reaching out, specific email has a knowledge base where you can find the detailed information to grasp the principles of email service network. So there are several features are there in the market today. What are the best email services? The best emails of, as far as 2020 is concerned, one of the important is Proton Mail. That is email with an emphasis on security and privacy. Gmail, it's a very popular one. I'm sure all of you must be aware that Google's webmail is a juggernaut, needs no introduction. Outlook, there is a plenty of power here, especially for Office 365 users, and the Yahoo Mail, a powerful offering with some surprising, nitty-gritties are into that. What are the functions of email? An email is a digital message sent electronically from one computer to or more other computers. Emails are flexible and can be used for giving instructions, serving as documentations, providing confirmation, communicating rules and procedures, and making recommendations, providing a status update, making an inquiry. Now, what are the types of email? So there are 7 types of email which we should be sending, or we generally send. So there was a research was taken place by Clutch, where sending out newsletters as the most popular type of emails, which has got a almost 83% rating. Standalone emails are there, lead nurturing, transactional, milestone emails, plain text emails, and mobile optimized. So why we are sending that newsletter is that, like for example, in a library, when you are bringing out a e-newsletter or so, it will help you to reach out to the people, which make you up to date. Lot of thought, lot of leadership documents are generally nowadays created on various salient topics, and it is marketed to everybody. So it's a lot of reach is required. So newsletter is one of the important components we should look into it. What are the examples of email? Personalized emails. You can, can't help but click, like JetBlue, Spotify, Amazon, LinkedIn, the Bowery Presents, the HubSpot, the Netflix, the Wedding Wire. These are some of the examples of other personalized emails where you subscribe to and they start giving you. We'll be taking one by one all of them. What is the safest free email account to have? The best free email is ProtonMail, where the 500 MB storage free, does not keep any logs of your email activity. Both it is applicable to Android as well as in iOS. Tutanota is a 1 GB of storage free, send and receive emails securely with PGP apps for Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iPhone. MailFence, and then Harshmail. So these are some of the safest free emails which are in count. Is Outlook better than email? This is a very question generally asked. Both Gmail and Outlook are powerful platforms. Gmail is by Google, Outlook is by Microsoft. Gmail is cheaper, and if you are choosing which Office suite platform to use, that's a huge consideration. But barring the aesthetics, you will get more bang for your buck if you choose Outlook. You can use Outlook to work offline also. Outlook has got a very nice customized platforms for sending out the emails. What is full form of email? That is, we have already talked about. That is, your electronic mails is the full form of email messages are sent mostly. How do I name my email message? Now, this is a very interesting thing. Use the first letter of your first name together with your first full name. Like, for example, J. Smith. Or like, for example, I have written that S. Ganguly. Okay. Now, currently, I also write as Dr. Shantanu. So you can use such kind of nomenclature also. Include your middle name also if required. Use a nickname together with the last journey, and then switch around the word order like Smith and all. So it completely depends on how you want to project yourself, your organizations, your work to the outside world. That's what your email shows. So that's a very, very important thing. How do I write a personalized email? Here are 6 ready to implement ways to personalizing that will propel your email marketing. Ask the right questions. Build customer personas. Make use of location and time. Set up automated behavioral trigger emails. Personalize your business and match personalized emails and landing pages. In many of the things, you will find that there is a signages. Those signages were also given a very good shape. The signages also. That's a very important thing. Why do companies prefer Outlook over Gmail? Outlook provides multiple ways to track down what users are looking for with its search, folders, categories, sort mails, inbox, search folders. Gmail users do not have a way to sort email by size, date, or sender and are stuck with just one search. The 9 best free email accounts and service providers for 2020. There are 2 main types of email service providers to choose from: email clients and webmail. When you choose your provider to access your email from a different device or a location time, you can use one of the 3 major email protocols to do so: POP3, IMAP, and Exchange. Email clients are software applications that you install onto the computer itself to manage the email you send and receive. To access this email, the client interacts with a remote email server. Email clients you have like heard of include Microsoft Outlook, Mozilla Thunderbird, and Apple Mail. If you want to access this mail of access this type of email from the web rather than client's computer application, the email client uses one of the email protocols described below. For example, although you might have Outlook installed on your computer, you can also log into your email account via outlook.com using a specific email protocol. Webmail. Webmail is a form of email you access exclusively from the internet and therefore exists primarily on the cloud rather than your computer. Instead of installed application fetching your email, you manage your inbox right from your internet browser. Webmail providers you have likely heard of include Gmail, Yahoo, Mail, and AOL. If you want to access your webmail from a mail app on your mobile device rather than your desktop web browser, your webmail provider can use one of the email protocols described below. Now, before we get into the best free email accounts, let's talk about those email protocols. So we'll be taking one by one. Now, the email protocols are the systems that actually retrieve your email for you. They can be used to fetch email client accounts on the internet, webmail accounts on a mobile app. Here are three main types of email protocol your account can use, like POP3. POP stands for Post Office Protocols. POP, Post Office Protocols, and is best suited for the people who have just email account and email client. So POP3 is the latest version of this email protocol and allows you to access email while offline. It therefore requires less internet bandwidth. The most popular one is IMAP, stands for Internet Mail Access Protocol, and is one of the older email protocol available today. IMAP 4 is considered the latest version, and unlike the POP protocol, you do not download your mail to your offline and email client. Instead, all your email stays online while you are accessing and managing it. Exchange. Exchange is a Microsoft email protocol and is pretty similar to the IMAP protocol explained. Now, this protocol allows you to not only access your email over the internet but from multiple devices, but also tasks, calendars, contact information tethered to that email address. For this reason, it's particularly helpful to organizations whose employees share many types of information and collaborate relatively. Now, best free email accounts, like I have talked about, like Gmail, AOL, Outlook, Zoho, Mail.com, Yahoo Mail, Proton Mail, iCloud Mail, GMX Mail, Mozilla, Thunderbird, and Yandex Mail. Now, all of them are free email accounts. I'm sure many of you must be having or availed all these, email accounts. Some of the popular ones I can tell you that like Gmail and Outlook and Yahoo, but rest of them also you can also explore and find out that what are the different kinds of features are provided in those emails. Gmail, which is a native file collaborations or a web mail. Anyone who already uses and loves the rest of the Google's products, it might seem as an obvious top click, is just too versatile to award the first lot. Gmail was the second highest email provider market share according to Litmus Labs. And ironically, one of the reasons Gmail has become so popular is because of all communication options in your inbox that don't involve email. Is everyday email you can sign for registering for a Google account, but it's built into Google Suite, a group of free apps that allow you to chat, video conference, and share files with the people in the contact list. You can also use a free product like HubSpot Meetings to easily schedule meetings without back and forth emails. Unlike other email accounts, you can use your Gmail as to log in to manage your YouTube account as well as collaborate on shared documents and spreadsheet like from a Google-based Google Drive. So what Gmail is providing that you have one entry point. You don't what is called as multi-factor authentication. Once you are giving your user ID and a password into the system, then you can access many of their features which are available under Google products. So many of them. So you can avail them also. So that's one of the best facility what Gmail is provided. AOL, one of the important feature is unlimited storage. American Online has quietly kept up with today's standards for good user experience. The classic AOL is now once again one of the best email accounts available to you. Purchased by Verizon in 2015, it delivers your email from its classic news-driven homepage and comes with the contemporary spam filters and virus protections you would expect from your email provider. You can also send text and instant messages from specific windows in your email box. Outlook is a multiple app integrations. It's an email client, and many of the offices, many of the organizations, they have started working Outlook, because it is a very robust system also they have come up. One of the important component that Outlook also integrates with a number of other popular communication apps. You can connect like Skype, Facebook, PowerPoint, PayPal, even task management software such as Trello, making it very easy to reach and work with non-Outlook users without leaving your inbox. Another important feature of the webmail which we come across is Zoho. It's basically a 25 business addresses. This is the first lesser known free email accounts to make our list, but it holds a lot of potential for business purpose. So a lot of business related people, they are using it. The first thing you will notice that Zoho is user friendly, from integrating with Google Dropbox and other cloud-based file managers to its multiple built-in tasks. This email service offers a simple way to accomplish all of your daily tasks and all. Mail.com, it is 200 custom domain names it provides. Small businesses, freelancers, self-employed, they can use it. Some of the mail.com which are very popular like bartender.net, musician.org, columnist.com, engineer.com, accountant.com, and toothfairy.com. So mail.com doesn't rest on its 200 laurels, though it is the email provider also comes with a calendar for creating and tracking your events on each week and all. And so it's a provides an option of on 2 GB storage space. That's a very important, the classical part of that. And it also provide you the 200 free custom domain names also, so where you can develop your own domain names also for that. Another important email is your Yahoo. So it's a basically media and attachment history. So it's a webmail. It creates those who send and receive attachments frequently by email. Yahoo Mail, another well-known platform, sits behind AOL in storage space with a whopping of 1 TB. That's a terabyte for free, along with a few key social media integrations are there. And this is also very popular with the peoples, and some people, they really liked it, have an inclination towards an Yahoo Mail and all. Generally those are components which are sent out, as I said, that the clutch like newsletters and all these are sent out for branding, your marketing, like for example newsletter events, webinar, news from other companies, the different updates that is made. So these are the products which are sent out to different mass of the people, and they really liked it when they say open their email accounts and all, they find that the e-newsletter is there on their desktop and all. Standalone emails, when you send a multiple links or blurbs in an email, you weaken your main call to actions. You may click on the first link or two in your email, but not come back to the others, or they may skim your email and move on. So if your main goal is to drive a specific action, sign up for this webinar, but this product read by latest blog post, you may be better off with the standalone emails and all. These emails are dedicated to just one topic and put the call to action front and center. Your readers' attention won't be diverted. So they are more likely to take the action you want them to take. So it's a standalone. So it's not for diverted. Lead nurturing are typically a series of related emails. The idea is to move towards through your funnel and convert them into customers. According to HubSpot, lead nurturing email generate 8% to click-through rate compared to a 3% click-through rate for general emails. Transactional is mostly for the e-commerce business, and such as receipts and confirmations, and of eight have the ATEX, the opens and clicks them, any other type of email. Since you have already have readers' attention, so this is a great time to share personalized content or product recommendations. Plain text emails, like for example your HubSpot or plain text emails, they prefer heavily designed emails with numerous images. In actuality, in fact, HTML tends to have a lower open and click-through rates recorded directly on how HTML elements are included. This is likely due to email programs such as Gmail filtering promotional emails out of the main inbox and into a different tab where they may not be seen by the users. So these are plain text. So there is a difference between the plain text emails. Many of the emails which if you open a Gmail, you have seen that there is some different tabs are there. One is for social, one is for updates, one is for circulars, and one is for inbox. So there are different categories. So automatically, while growth is it is a very high level programming has taken place. While going through the each and every emails, it segregates that documentations on the right tab, and also people can have a look at those tabs later on at their ease. Mobile optimization, this is a very important thing, and nowadays with the growth in the mobile, So 99.9% email are accessed through today through mobile. And all these emails, what you come across, they are all mobile friendly because immediately you can have an action. People have an online email connectivity and they can easily, they can get connected and they can respond to that particular mobile thing. So these are some of the examples of personalized emails. Like for example, there is a very important platform called OpenTable. It is a favorite brand. It's a basically for restaurants. You can see that how they have customized that entire email. I'm showing you some of the examples so that you being a library professional, you can also develop such kind of a thing and you can do the marketing of that. So that would be a very interesting thing. This is another one is JetBlue, where they send their anniversary highlights, a creative example of branding using simple as a date, which would stand out like the experience. So they keep on sending it out with with different kinds of designs and all. Spotify is basically an email particularly effective when it frames the personalization in email. Recipient feel like that they are being rewarded to their usage, and this you can see the snapshot of the email. They send it out the immediately when you subscribe to their value-based packages or something like that. They immediately send out like this. So it's a lot of the interesting write-ups are there in this particular kind of email. This is a very interesting email by the Amazon. I've taken it during the Halloween period. So where for selling out the products and all to the relevant customers, they generally send out those very interesting email. What do you call the advertising emails or campaigning emails they keep on sending so that more and more people they can visit to their sites and buy those items and all. LinkedIn is a very popular, it's one of the important platform for in today's context on a social media platform where you communicate with a large number of people who are from your same profession like digital librarians or library information science professionals. So you can with one click you can send out the messages to entire people and all, and a lot of text, images, pictures you can send out on those with the help of the LinkedIn images and all. Twitter is a very interesting thing, which is like super relevant. Turns out, I mean, very relevant informations on a particular product or a service or somebody writing on a something. Immediately you can send out an email to that using the Twitter emails also. So they also have the same facility. This is a very interesting example I came across. This is a very Hawaiian Airlines. They send out their, colleagues, birthday. So they will earn certain points and all. So this is another kind of an advertising email they have done or a campaigning email was done on this. And the HubSpot Academy. So these are basically license and certifications, like for example, on personalized emails. So not only they give their one informations, but they also give small, which is like, for example, any kind of program which is coming up in between, somebody wants to announce something. So that email can also come in a much more customized and a presentable way. They can send it out to them also. So HubSpot. So now I'll give you an examples of the Terry's example of new reports. Like for example, in a library information center, when a lot of reports comes out from different organization institutions. So what we generally do, we take a picture of the cover page along with we do a write-up of that, and then through an email we send it out to the entire Terry researchers fraternity. This is another kind of an email which this is basically a news release on a very interesting topic, like for example climate change, air pollution, energy. Several sectors are very very important. So and so we generally collect this information board globally, and we put together all this information and send it out to everybody on a different way. External news release is a very very important thing. Like for example, government of India is releasing some of the government issues. So those informations are generally compiled together by the Press Information Bureau. You can subscribe to it and it will come to your desktop, and then you can customize it according to your requirement and send it out to the all your stakeholders on these areas. So these are some of the components I want to discuss in a capsule form on email service. Please remember, email is a very very important component for any organization, institutions, or especially for the library when you want to communicate your resources, your services to the entire fraternity or your stakeholders of your institutions. Thank you very much.